Look at me. What you perceive creates an illusion of who I am.
You don't know me.
You don't know me.
These arms hold the weight of my ambition. These hands craft efficiency. I build machines that gather light and give energy to my needs. Solar panels that power to make our future green.
You don't know me.
You just see me. My fingers are on the pulse of man's quest. I build robotics to inform what's next. In these innovations lie our success.
You don't know me.
I will belong to no limits. I code, I build, I create, I make.
You don't know me.
You don't know me.
You don't know me.
But you will.
This is Black Hollywood Live, and we don't accept checks. This is Atlanta, episode 8, The Club. Stay tuned.
Hey, go, Jeff.
The summer of 07.
This song made me want to get in a fight.
Jeff is dancing, and it's wonderful. If you usually just listen, I encourage you to come to YouTube and check this out. It's really cool. Oh my God, I love you from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, I love you guys too.
Hey guys, welcome. This is Atlanta, episode 8. It's kind of crazy, right?
It's flown.
I love it. I love it. It's accurate. Talks about the lighting and the aspect, like how difficult it must have been to just make this episode. And slapstick comedy, which is new and exciting.
Indeed.
Hey guys, I'm your host. I'm Joelle Monique. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Joelle Monique and every week at blackgirlnerds.com. And this is my lovely panel.
What up, guys? Jeff Graham here once again. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys want to find me online, you can do so on Twitter at Jeffrey C. Graham. See you there.
What's up, everybody? I'm DeAnJilo. Follow me at DeAnJilo TV on Twitter, at DeAnJilo on Instagram. This song just makes me want to get in a fight. I don't know why. It's just like, it's something about it. Like, I love it. It's just perfect.
Ridiculous.
And hey everybody, it's Rhelin Taylor, and you can find me on Twitter at Ray Taylor Gang. And yeah, let's just get into this episode before I start.
Rhelin was really
up in here.
Rhelin said she liked the song. I was really excited because I thought maybe she was into girl fights.
No, I mean, in my mind, like when the song's playing, yeah, I'm like, and we knucking and bugging and ready. Like, I'm like, yeah, we ready to fight. But
I feel like Rhelin is breaking up. I feel like you're friends with everyone, and when your girls get in a fight, you stop it.
No, I'm actually like, no, that's not me.
If this song is playing,
Yeah,
and
this
people
song's
get in a fight,
playing.
you get out the way, because it's going to happen.
What's the problem?
Oh my gosh. You guys, I just adore you. Okay, let's just move straight into the episode because there's a lot. It was a longer episode than we normally kind of have. I think the longest one since maybe those first two.
Yeah, it was 38 minutes long. I know that for a fact because I also schedule our studio. So whenever FX is like, oh, tonight's episode of Atlanta is 3 hours long, I'm always like, oh, thanks for letting me know. This messes everything up. But I'm glad it was long because there was so much goodness.
There was. I can't really think of anything I would want to cut. Even as we were kind of watching, we were like, oh, it's a long episode. But I liked everything we kind of saw. What are your guys' initial hot takes on the episode?
I don't know. I personally have so much commentary on the club in general, so I just can't wait to
I'm shocked,
have
Rhelin.
so much to say. So I'm like, ooh, this is like everything I think about, like when people bring up the club. So I just can't wait till we like dissect this. So I'm excited.
I love it.
Invisible car is my hot take.
Oh my
God.
He just went straight for the goal. And invisible car.
That's all.
Yeah, I love this episode. The thing I've come to realize is like not much is going to happen on this show in terms of like an overarching plot, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Can I be quoted in I said that?
Yeah, you did. And I'm like looking at it now.
He's
as,
like,
like a
credit where
boondoggle
credit is
episode.
due.
No, and I'm totally okay with it. Yeah, I thought, yeah, like what you were mentioning, just from a production standpoint, like how cool that they use one location but maintain an interesting story throughout.
Yes.
So much moving camera, so much The lighting was awesome. I think Brian Tyree Henry's getting better every episode as Paperboy. Like, all the performances are good, but I really think he's an outstanding actor.
I saw him in an interview recently, and it always shocks me. And I know I say it every time because it is stupid to be like, you're so much different than your character. Like, obviously, that's a fake written person that you're performing. But it's still just so shocking to be, oh my God. You're like not like Paperboy even a little.
He's really different
Really? I
too.
wanna
Like
see.
He's like a cuddly bear in real life. He's adorable.
He said he was a nerd in high school, and, like,
And I believe it.
Yeah, it's believable. His persona is so.
He's like
good.
hard in this show.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I loved it.
He's wonderful. I really want to see his range, like where
know.
it's at. I'd love
well,
to
I
get
think,
some more things.
I might be wrong here, but I think he got his break like in Book of Mormon.
Yes.
Like,
you're right.
Amazing!
Yeah.
What?
so like he was literally like a musical theater actor who's now.
Apparently, he's been in a drag movie.
Yeah.
So he's
The
got a
more
range.
you know.
I know.
Wow.
This is incredible.
Shocking.
This is
Also,
incredible.
yeah, from a production standpoint too, like I even love the scene. I'm jumping a little bit ahead, but when he is talking to the promoter, how they made it to where like we purposely. Okay.
Thank you for the more you, that's the more you know music, guys. No, that was
supposed to be for
perfect.
Joelle.
I love it. Thank you.
We got you.
I'm so sorry.
Thanks,
but
Alexis.
yeah, so how they made it like to where we couldn't really hear what they were talking about. It gave it like the club feel, like we like had to read the subtitles because the music is so loud.
That was
so
amazing.
even like that, I just thought was like.
Well, let's just pick up on that because that was my favorite thing about this episode. It's the slapstick elements. It's so funny. We had the revolving door with the fire thing pull. What did you see in the chat roll? What's happening to you?
I just knock a few buckets apparently.
I'm saying everybody, like he from B-More. Maybe it's an East Coast thing. Just knock.
T. Paris O says, I'm from B-More. Song of the 7th grade. Lol, still crunk till this day.
Look,
Prime
I'm just saying,
Mom.
We were all having middle school
The
flashbacks.
only
This is a
unrealistic
real life
thing
thing.
from this show was that everybody was not getting allowed to knuckle you buck in the club. Like, there's no
like
one
that.
stands still when that song
I
comes
really
on.
wish some of the
I
dreads
wanna
had been
get
in the
scared when that
background.
And just
song
shaking
was
it.
on.
Going
It
at
happens.
it. It would have been amazing.
It's an unwritten rule. It
Especially
has to
holding a
happen.
drink with that song coming on, I'm like, oh wait, hold up, wait, in the club, I'd be too scared.
All right,
Anyway.
so back into the show. Slapstick elements, which is very new for the show. We have like a lot of dry humor. We've got situational comedy. But I love slapstick, especially when it's done right. And even to the point of like slapping the dude with the money. Like it was great. Is it funny for you guys? You guys are like looking at me like, Joe, that wasn't anything.
I'm gonna. I don't know what slapstick means.
Oh, dude, like Three Stooges.
Just like physical comedy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
okay,
that brand of comedy where it's more like
cousin loves the Three
goofy and
Stooges.
kind of out of nowhere.
Yes,
Yeah,
what
the
I mean.
whole like chase scene with like Ern trying to get his money.
Even the invisible car for you is like,
Yeah.
That's
Even
my
the-
humor too. Yeah.
Even the dude just disappearing in the crowd, like cheese and pie, which again, perfect staging for which with that many extras. And if you guys know anything about television production, you're on a very limited time. You don't have a lot of time to do anything. If you get 2 takes, you're considered lucky. So the fact that they were able to pull off all these little tricks and stunts in what I assume was a regular TV schedule is kind of impressive.
Yeah. It's funny, you mentioned the slap as like something kind of funny in the
It's
episode.
hilarious.
For me, that scene was pretty tense. Like,
I laughed through the whole thing. One, because as a promoter or a club owner, you know, like he's just hedging his bets. Like there's a 50% chance these guys are punks and won't come back for their money. There's a 50% chance they might come back with guns
They
and
kill
like
me. Yeah.
right, exactly, and just hold me up for the money that I'm owed or they're owed. So I feel like that guy kind of knew what was up. And he was a jerk about it anyways.
Well,
so I
yeah.
really
That's
feel
another
made us-
thing that that's another thing I wanted to know too, like from you guys, your opinion. Do you guys think that Ern has what it takes to be Paperboy's manager because he's not that straight?
Oh yeah, totally. Look, people will only rip you off for something. When he gets wiser, what he'll come with is paper, and he won't need Paperboy to come in behind him and be like, you know, rough anybody up. He'll just come in with a team of lawyers and be like, pay me what you owe me.
Right.
The paper stuff will come to him, but when you're hustling, when you're out in the beginning, like, I think he kind of expects this thing. And plus, he's in a weird place. He's super drunk. I think
That's very true, too.
I
I
think
forgot
once you
about
learn
that.
the hustle in the game, once you learn, like, okay, what I need is 50% up front, and I need to make sure that, you know, I come back at the end, maybe with 2 larger dudes behind me so they know I mean business, but we'll never have to get physical about it. I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, I think too. Like, I think Paperboy and Ern are balanced. So like, I think Earn handles the stuff that Paperboy can't, and then Paperboy handles the stuff that Earn can.
Yes.
Like when it comes down to it, Paperboy's gonna get his money either way.
So true.
He's definitely his promoter, his manager now, right? Remember that was in question? Like it seems like that's definitely, there's no doubt there.
Yeah, I guess
And thank God, because it doesn't seem like going over your alcohol budget without money, like without bringing money prepared to spend, is stupid. And even to the point where he was like, I should be up there partying. Like, you don't party money like that. You're not really a celebrity yet.
Right.
You're kind of known. You have some fans. You maybe charted a little bit, but you don't have a #1 single. You don't have several #1 singles. You don't have any awards. Like,
Well,
chill. A club appearance is where you start.
The crowd's reaction to when they said Paperboy, we got Paperboy, and like 3 people like clap.
The one who recited all
guess.
his lyrics.
That is so shady.
So funny.
Yes. Somebody from, again, hey T Parasol, you're just killing our chat. He said, ninjas know I drink juice and ish. Yeah, I really like that line. I really like the idea of juice being the thing that terrifies him. It scares him. Like the fact that people know I drink juice. Like, doesn't everybody drink juice? Who isn't drinking juice? I don't know. I live in LA, so it might be different.
No.
Our gangsters are healthy.
They're pretty good. Free trade, organic.
Let's talk a little bit. Okay, so this was kind of contentious in the trailer as we were watching. The girl that is hitting on Paperboy, hanging out. What is your interpretation of her? Was she? I don't even want to lay it out. I just want to hear your thoughts.
Well, firstly,
Yeah, you go.
Firstly, live chat, guys. If you have any questions or comments, we're going to try to involve it in the show, so try to get that. But somebody said on the live chat that she played Melissa on Tyler Perry's Halves.
I knew she looked so
The Halves or Halves.
I have
Which I
not
thought
watched
was
anything Tyler Perry,
It's
so I
just
don't know.
interesting. We got some knowledgeable
Look at you.
crowd fan people. Yeah.
I watched all of Tyler Perry's bootleg theater things.
Okay.
I watched the
I watched the
first
films.
3 Medea movies, and then I was done. Side note about Joelle.
Just an interesting
my
fact.
goodness.
Yeah. But the chick at the club hitting on Paperboy, or was she just trying to chill, trying to hang, get her Instagram game on?
When I go to the club, somehow, I don't know how, I end up in a section, but I don't think that I'm like supposed to be.
I don't
Am I
know
supposed to be
how. Come on,
obligated?
Rhelin.
I mean, am I supposed to be
Rhelin.
obligated to like? I don't really. I'm invited.
Okay,
I'm
let's set
I'm
it
an
up.
invited guest.
Let's
Like,
just set it up
come.
in these 2 camps. Okay, you're either most likely camp A, which is she flirted her way into VIP.
But
she knew
did
what she was
flirt?
doing.
Did she?
We'll get there. She knew what she was doing. And then in the night when she saw that he wasn't a lot, she was like, well, yeah, I'll hit you up on your SoundCloud and you can check me out on Instagram.
Well, yeah, she
and then
definitely
bounced.
curved him at the end with the whole "I have a boyfriend." That line is so tired,
But necessary, and we'll get into that as well. Or your camp B, which is she was hanging out. She saw an opportunity to advance herself, and perhaps she thinks of herself as being on the same level as Paperboy. Like, you're not any better or worse than me. Like, we're both out here hustling, And
Right.
as we've seen throughout the show. And at the end of the night, she exchanged contacts with a guy that she thought might help her, and maybe she could help him in the future. It's clear which side I agree with. I have made this a very biased statement, but I'm
No, it's
curious,
fair.
just as and we can ask the guys in our chat
don't know.
too, like, hey guys, if this happened to you, where do you side? Where do you fall on it? Because personally, we got one. Where?
Yeah, T Parasol.
Somebody said Tyler Perry and Gone Girl was good. He was good in Gone Girl.
That's what I was gonna say.
You know what?
this
You
live
so
chat is
true.
on
It's
point
not
today.
Tyler
Like this
Perry
live
as an
chat.
actor because he was great in Star Trek too.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, he's great as a judge. I just don't like his movies. We'll just address it. T. Paris says I like her. She seemed mad cool, and then she hit Paperboy with the reel about why he wanted her there in the first place.
Right.
That was exactly my point. Like, she didn't owe him sex.
No.
Like, she didn't. There was nothing. She didn't like try to kiss
Look.
him. She wasn't feeling up on him all night. She wasn't like. Doing none of the key signs of like flirting, please take me home with you happened throughout the
Yeah.
night.
Honestly, for me, like when I go to clubs, like I don't know.
Here's the moment though, as a guy, where I was like, when she goes, "Oh, that's so sweet."
I know.
That
I
is
saw you
just-
when we were watching. You're
I
like,
was like, ooh.
That was
It's not
that
as
was pretty
bad.
low.
The worst is, "Oh, that's so cute." Whenever you hear, "Oh, that's so cute," you're just like, "Oh."
Sometimes you guys
God.
are adorable.
I
Just don't
agree.
tell us that. Just think it and then say, "Oh, you're so awesome."
But girls love being told they're adorable. It's counterintuitive to be like,
Yeah.
to not say like, oh my gosh, adorable. It
She
has
didn't
to come
mean-
out. I
She
felt
didn't mean
it.
that as in a
Just think
complimentary
it-
way. It was kind of
Shady.
It was
very
okay.
shady, actually.
Yeah.
It was
Oh.
a little looking down her nose. I will agree, a little bit.
But like,
A little
how
bit?
I feel
You
like.
can't be. I know you're on her side, but you can't be that biased. Like she definitely.
I mean, she has a
She was
shitty
reading
moments,
him.
but
Right, she was reading
that's
him to
so
see what she could get out of it. And then when she realized it wasn't what she
Okay,
wanted,
but he
she
was doing
bounced.
the exact same thing.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Men come to the club to compete.
Right.
I'm sorry. Like, when I go to the club, it's not really a fun time because men are like, oh, let me have the baddest girl in the section. Oh, wait. Who got bottle service? Bottle service. I'm like, this is okay. So clearly, I'm like a pawn. I
This
feel
is
like
how you go broke.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if she wants to
I mean, the club.
drink,
Everything
some
about the
dime,
club is like kind of
then-
like shallow anyway. I mean, in my opinion. So like it's just kind of like from that
You're
standpoint.
being a real earn right now.
I know.
Being
Such
a
an
real
earn.
I related to earning.
Guys, I like the club.
You like the club?
Pass.
Oh,
Hard
I didn't
pass.
know the clubs were
The
you.
The thing is,
But the club
I'm
is-
in like a 2.5-year relationship.
What kind of music do they play at the club?
See, I don't club as much as I used to.
See.
It's probably
Back in the
like.
young days.
See, I like EDM night.
See,
and, like,
I need to go to like an EDM night.
Yeah.
And see, I can't do clubs out here in LA. Like,
EDM.
So
The
sorry.
clubs out here, maybe I don't know.
That's my
the
problem.
LA
I hate
scene,
EDM. I don't understand.
I'm on the
like,
wrong panel.
if they play like hip hop or something, I'm down
No,
with it.
the
But EDM.
hip-hop
EDM is
night,
amazing. I have no
Oh
idea
my
what you're
I like
talking
to
about.
dance.
Yeah.
LA clubs don't dance. That's my
I know.
problem. It's like
LA,
a
get
scared
out
out.
this. Give me one club where you can go and
I
just like it's
know.
about
I know.
the
Here,
music.
here,
I don't
this
like
is
it.
it.
Dance.
Echo Park, Saturday nights, 8 p.m.
Oh.
Booty LA.
Plug. Okay.
Booty LA.
Yeah, have you guys ever been to Booty?
I'm all up in there.
Oh, we're going as a panel.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Check our Snapchats and
Check out
Instagrams
Booty.
for that
Check out
adventure.
Booty. All right. Saturday
my
at
gosh.
Echo Park. I
Yeah.
told y'all Jeff is like the coolest white dude.
Oh,
I've ever met in
yeah.
my life.
We did
No,
talk
I
about
love
this
Jeff.
early.
He's my favorite.
So let's talk. Ern had quite the adventure. First, he was kind of on this manhunt for his money, which was great. And he goes to the bar. The bartender tells him about himself and is like, looky here, you don't have to be here. No one is forcing you. If you want to go do something else, that's what. Which, do you guys think valid statement or no?
Yes.
No, valid.
Low
Very
key, I
valid.
felt like she was telling me about myself because I'd be like, I don't like the club, and then next thing you know, my friend's like, you come to the club, and I'm like, okay, and then I'm here like, hey, start up. So I was
It's
like,
like a. Oh.
No, you
go
go.
ahead.
I was just.
Canadian standoff.
I actually want you to go first because I think you were kind of agreeing.
Maybe. Okay, we'll try.
Yeah,
What
let's
was I gonna say? Oh, I think it was a narrative about like people like that in clubs in general, and this is like. I don't know. It's hard to dissect this episode heavily because I don't want to like overthink it. But I just feel like a lot of people are like that. They'll complain about it, but then they'll stay there and then they'll come back every weekend. And it's like, why? Like leave, like, go home, like do
This
something
is the
else.
place where my friends are, and I
mean,
know what to
Darius
do.
went home.
See, and but Darius is unique. We know that Darius doesn't mind being alone or in a group of people.
Darius is
Like
with
Darius is just comfortable in his own skin.
You might not be wrong.
Easter's
Sweet
blue
girl.
Drew.
I didn't
Jeff
laugh
is the
out
rubbing
loud.
nipples dude. Lol.
I'm
Yeah, I
not
can
sure
handle
he's
any
super
music.
wrong.
Yo,
I
the
think
live
he's
chat
kinda wrong.
is wild today. What's
Yeah.
happening?
I love you guys. You're the best.
Here's the
Anyway.
thing, though. I agree with both you guys. I think that was right. I think she was talking about the narrative of club culture, where like everyone, it is a money suck, and it is kind of this poison. It's this thing. It's this addiction that doesn't really satisfy anyone in the long run. But I also think Ern was there to get paid. I don't think
That's true.
Like I think she was. I don't think she should have been calling Ern out because I think Ern was really trying to get.
And
his money.
sometimes, like, it's looked at badly if you go to the club so often. So I feel like people like, I hate the club to make it seem like to
Make it seem
downplay
cool,
it.
right.
Like I don't go as often, so I don't hate it. I hate going, but like you
But
be
I
in there
have
every
to
week.
be here for work.
You at the club every
What am I gonna
weekend.
do?
Get a life. YG. Okay. I'm quoting YG. It's getting real ratchet today. Knock if you buck and this. Okay, keep going.
Insane. So then, Ern, we get him going back into the manager's office and his attempt to try to get the money back, which is
Cute.
it's not
Wild
cute
goose chase,
because he
everything.
vomits from having
Yeah.
maybe 4 shots of Hennessy.
I know, I can do that and go
Ern.
straight to that's my pregame.
We
It's
don't
4
know that.
shots.
That's damn.
It's 4 shots of Hennessy, then you go to the bar, and then 2 more drinks, and then it's a great night.
That is your start.
I'm not on vodka anymore. I like dark liquor.
Vodka's your friend in college, and then right after
Yes,
you gotta
freshman
get
year
rid
of college,
of
it was Ciroc.
That's all it could
There's
be.
vodka
That's all
and
it
there's
could be.
Ciroc.
And it's
Ciroc
over.
is in its own like class of
And then you have to
vodka.
graduate from
I
even
feel
that.
like the thing is we don't know how much Ern had though because he started with that drink and then we
Did he take those shots earlier too? Like when he goes to
Maybe.
hand them to the girls and he's like, I hate shots, but
Oh,
we
yeah,
don't
we
see him
don't
put them
know.
down. So I guess it could be more. Yes. Wait, hold on. Sean Oh my gosh. Wole says, who caught the dance Darius did? I did, and it was amazing.
It was like a Dougie and a Millie. It was like everything
was all
mixed
beat.
together.
It was brilliant.
It was all beat.
Darius is
And he did
consistently
not
my
represent
favorite part of the show.
He looked nice tonight.
Darius doesn't need to be on beat. Like, he dances to the beat in his head.
Oh my god.
That is where he's at. He's not even really
to the
in
rhythm
the
of
club.
his own drum.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Just gonna be combative with this.
I love that he was playing Zoo Tycoon. Can we just talk about how funny that is?
That was pretty great.
I'm on that Zoo Tycoon.
Cedric Extended Play says that's true about Ciroc. It is true about Ciroc. It actually happened. I need to upgrade to effing vodka. Is effing better than
Cedric,
Ciroc?
you know what? Shout out to him because he always comments to us.
Right?
Okay, this is
Oh,
also
we
a
do need to
tip.
upgrade
My
to the
roommate and I
vodka.
are on that Kirkland signature liquor.
What is Kirkland's signature? Kirkland like the
Costco.
what?
The best liquor you'll ever. No hangover.
You know what? I have the margarita mix from there.
Up top, I was gonna say their margaritas are where it's
Margaritas
at.
are bomb.
They come pre-mixed and ready to go.
Ready
There is
to
no
turn up.
mixing.
You need to
do
put
not
the
have to
Grand
worry.
Marnier in it.
Oh my goodness. You keep it simple, Hennessy.
So
I guess
Raylan
I'm just a
and I are
regular black
ready to
dude.
go
but-
out. This is amazing.
I guess I'm just a regular black dude, but I just need Hennessy.
I
good.
prefer white liquor.
I'm
Whoa.
good.
I mean, I respect the Hennessy game. I'm not really.
I like
I
Hennessy
don't need
though.
nothing
Hennessy
complicated.
is
Just
still
give me
my,
some Hennessy.
my
I'm good.
boo.
I don't even drink that much.
I mean, I'm usually a Jack and Coke girl, if we're gonna be honest
I
about
used to be
it.
Jack and Coke, but then I left Jack alone. Jack Honey. Look, I'm sounding like alcoholic now. Okay, so you're probably,
I love it.
probably need a I don't even know.
Okay,
Where we
so
Atlanta, we just talk about alcohol today.
that's what happened.
It was the episode about the club.
Today.
It's episode irrelevant. We're talking about
connects.
the club. I feel it.
I mean, that's what guys get in the club, though. That's the bottle service is Hennessy.
Yeah, that's
This is
true.
true.
That is
This is true.
And you know what's
Guess I'm
funny?
basic.
They do. I don't know. When I go, they do get champagne for the girls, but I guess that's why Paperboy wasn't really feeling it because he wasn't feeling the champagne.
Paperboy also, can we just, okay, you don't know how to do the club right. Like, first of all, like, what I like about this episode is they explore the idea of not being happy when when it's well within your grasp to just be contented in your situation. Like, he is so completely fine talking to this, like, cute girl.
Right.
They're having legitimate conversations. Their conversations are fun. They could easily be friends, like, without the hookup. And then he looks up and he's like, wait a minute, I'm surrounded by people I don't know. Now, granted, this can be a jarring experience if you've ever been there where you're like,
No.
I'm special, and it's just me and my crew, and you look up and like, I don't know any of these people, and we are suddenly not very special, and I don't like this. I get why that kills your vibe, but at the same time, this was your opportunity to mingle with potential fans.
Right.
Even the weird one who came up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So funny.
Look, but that's gonna happen. Like on your rise, you're gonna get weird people who are like enamored with you and aren't quite sure what to say or do in front of you.
Just recite all his lines.
That's
Yeah.
actually me at the club if I see someone, just so y'all know.
You said Kanye.
You say yay. if you
Yeah,
see
or
that.
just anyone. I get pretty starstruck.
Or do you? Okay.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah.
But I feel like if he had just turned around and been like, oh, like, let me get like 2 bottles for everybody in here. Let me like, just talk to this one. Like, everyone would have had a good time and they would have
Right.
felt in your presence, and in that moment
he
they would have
definitely
felt
wasn't lit
connected to him.
enough.
Yeah, he was just so I don't know. I guess maybe that needed to be special, like overrode things. What do you guys think?
Yeah, definitely. Because even like the camera, the photography moment,
Mm.
he didn't like bounce from it until the girl was like, the girl next to him was like, oh, whatever. Like, then he was, because he kind of like paused and he kind of stood there. So it just seems like he definitely is like in this odd like place.
And he's not even sure what kind of photographer that guy was, because the photographer only spoke about other dudes' clothing.
Yeah.
And then took pictures of his Paperboy shoes.
well, he said that somebody was in there with a pet peacock.
yeah,
You talking about the Marcus?
The
Yeah.
Marcus,
Yeah,
Yeah, and
guy.
he's got a leather jacket on, and that's prime. And he, like, it seemed to me that he was more about, like, lifestyle photography than, like, getting that, non-candid photo in the club.
Yeah.
And just know how to play the game. Like,
Right.
Paperboy is just so headstrong and being like, this is how things should be, and I don't have it. Now I'm mad.
That's very
and
true.
it's frustrating to watch, and it's a real person, it's a real character trait. But it's going to be like, if you just took a second to look
Yeah.
at the opportunities.
Well, that's what I
presented
like
to you.
too. Is Paperboy went off. His final straw was like when he didn't get the girl, and that's
Yeah.
such a thing.
He was done.
That was it. Like that was for him. Like, we're getting my money. Like, if I'm not getting my friends or my girl,
I need to be getting some money.
I'm getting my money. Yeah.
I also wanted to make a point to when they did talk about the guy who was like supposed to be like higher up than Paperboy, and he bought out the whole bar and left. Like that happens a lot of times in the clubs. Like I will go to a club and a celebrity's supposed to be like the special guest or whatever, and they will show up like 5 minutes to like the club ending, or they'll just do a walkthrough and then it's it. And then like, but on the flyer it's like performing. I'm like, you didn't even perform.
They
You
got
just
paid
like
though.
came and just got a walk, or they won't even show up at all. They just probably got half of like the upfront money
Yeah.
and then show up, which is always a letdown.
But good money.
That's
I didn't even
true.
have to leave my house. Like I paid like, what they paid him $5,000, so $2,500 to do nothing.
Yeah.
I'll take it. So final thoughts / predictions.
No predictions because I'm.
Wait for it.
Oh, they're demanding predictions.
Oh, they are.
Yes, that's what that sound means. So give me what you'd like to see.
I don't even know anything because I'm honestly looking at it like how DeAnJilo said last week, like a Boondocks episode or something like that. So
Each episode handles.
Yeah, it's just a
Individual
different
stuff.
issue.
Well, okay,
each
let's
week.
talk about some of the things we want to see in the past then, because I think that we're now getting to a point where, yes, these episodes feel episodic, but they're also a little bit serialized in that, okay, we
This
see
one was
Earn.
serialized a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, we see Earn like making strides as, even though it's not directly called to. Like we see him advancing and being Paperboy's manager. Like
I guess maybe if these court cases these cases that Paperboy's racking up, like if this is ever going to be like he's in court, like we're seeing a trial or anything.
do you guys
guess
think they'll put him in jail?
I don't know.
The thing is,
For a day, maybe.
the best line of the episode we have to talk about, speaking of that, when, Paperboy gets his and he leaves with his boys, and then the club promoter goes, oh man, this dude's going to be a star.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome. So if we're
And then
talking...
followed immediately by now call the cops.
Now call the
I
cops.
love that.
That's a guy that knows the game. He knows
Oh,
the
yeah.
facts,
Yeah, he
so.
definitely knows. He was like, maybe he just won't hunt me down. Oh, well,
Fire alarm.
Yeah.
trick.
Yeah,
I mean, he
yeah.
got a fire alarm trick to go around.
I'll just slip out.
So,
Oh,
I mean,
he showed up.
That
Not
was
gonna give him
funny.
his money. It's just amazing.
if we're looking into like season 2 though, because we're getting there,
Yeah.
let's say Paperboy does get charged with a couple things, and then he does go to jail. How much better for his career is that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we almost, as an audience, it's the contradiction of Atlanta that we talked about. We almost want that. And I'm sure he does too. Like, there's a part of him that knows his career's made if that happens.
Yeah.
Atlanta.
I really hope they do
I
address
love
it.
Jeff so much. Okay.
Oh man, well, we had an extra long episode tonight, so unfortunately that's all the time we have for today. But we want to thank our chat for being our 5th host today. Thank you guys so much. It was
Y'all were
wonderful.
lit. I love
Love it.
it.
Amazing commentary. So always join us if you're listening on the
The
podcast.
invisible car we didn't talk about. Can we do it for 20 seconds?
Oh, but we didn't talk about the invisible car.
Okay, go.
Amazing, hilarious.
Invisible car, crazy. I thought it was a real car for like a split second. Then I watched it again. I was like, whoa, this is invisible.
I can't believe they used the special effects
Every
/ stunt money
Yeah.
to make that thing, that 2-second bit happen, but it was totally worth
I
it.
just have the visual of those people's bodies flying in the air, like
so
riding
great.
out in invisible cars.
Loved
Perfect.
it. Loved it.
Okay, wrapping up. If you're listening on iTunes, rate us 5 stars. Tell us what you think. We love to hear from you guys. We are always checking the YouTube chat. Until then, tell the world where they can find you.
I'm Rhelin Taylor, and you can tweet me at Ray Taylor Gang. Follow me on Instagram, Rhelin Taylor, and yeah, maybe we could go hit the club, and I can show you how to drink. Okay, and over here.
Says the 21-year-old on the panel.
See, I'm gonna be like Darius. I'm gonna be back at the spot playing,
Eating cereal, playing video games. I'm with it.
and be happy. But follow me on Twitter at DeAnJilo TV. Follow me at DeAnJilo on Instagram. That's all I got, guys.
Okay.
And if y'all want to find me, you can find me at Booty LA on Saturdays.
I'm going to Booty LA.
Except for this weekend, I'm going to
Shake
Booty
some
LA
booty.
with Jeff.
Absolutely. If you guys want to find me online, you can do so at Jeffrey C. Graham. For our sister buzz network, AfterBuzz, you can find me, our sister network, AfterBuzz.
AfterBuzz,
You can find me hosting The Good Place on NBC. See you there.
Awesome. I'm Joelle Monique. You can find me all over the internet at Joelle Monique and every week at blackgirlnerds.com. Come back to our sister network AfterBuzz tomorrow and check me out on oh my gosh, what are we even doing? The movie madness, monster things. It's going to be great. And then Book Circle, we're doing the comic book exchange. We're talking about Justice Society of America. That's before Justice League. It's really awesome if you like Silver Age and Golden Age comics. And yeah, if you haven't checked out the Luke Cage panel, one of the most fun panels I've ever been on. If you're into really, really nerdy things, don't be offended. Get out of here.
What?
Yeah, Alexis, she knows. Anyway, thanks for joining us, guys. It was fun having you. See you
Deuces.
next week.
I miss you.
From executives Kevin Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio, Instagram me @KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in.
Hollywood
Redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.